Gracias por acompañarnos. Esto es M2. Soy Susana Moscatel y hoy muy contenta de poder compartir una entrevista que hicimos que verdaderamente fue una alegría hacer, porque pues uno crece viendo a la gente en la gran pantalla y hay ídolos del ayer que seguirán siendo ídolos del mañana. Platicar con Sylvester Stallone en una plática libre, abierta. Estábamos en el mismo foro donde estaba grabando un comercial gigante que ya pueden ver, la continuación de los comerciales de cerveza que ha hecho en México. Él nos contará más de eso, pero hablar de él acerca de Stallone como marca, Stallone como mentor y sobre todo, pues algunas notas que nos dio, sobre todo, por ejemplo, está escribiendo un libro. ¿De qué va? Bueno, nos los dirá. Así que, sin más, vámonos al estudio con Sly.
And we're so happy that you're going to be saying no to, and teaching us to say no.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this story and why it's interesting to you to tell the story the way Tecate presented it to you.
Well, when I was young, very young, I guess, I said yes a lot, and it didn't help at all. And when I got older, I realized you have to make some serious life changes. And if you have a certain path you want to go down, and people are trying to tell you to go another way, or they want to take something from you, you just have to say no. That's how I got here. If I didn't say no to Rocky, selling Rocky, I wouldn't be in this chair. So I understand the power of the word no.
That is something that people that love everything you've done, and it's millions of people, know that you really fought to be cast in your own film.
Right.
You wouldn't let it go anywhere else.
No.
So how did you get that no at that stage of the career? Because it's not an easy one.
It's not an easy one because you could make a big mistake. It's almost like gambling. You have to say, do you want to bet on yourself?
Yes.
Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in this? And you don't get over fear. You learn how to hopefully hold it down and just go, no, I don't want to do that. I want to follow my own path, my own dream, if you want to call it that. And it's a gamble. And if you're willing to gamble on yourself, then you have to learn the power of the word no.
It is powerful. Have you ever, though, regretted saying no?
Oh, sure. I've done a lot of films I wish I'd said no. Oh, God, what was I thinking? No. And you say yes to certain things, you get seduced by sometimes money, sometimes an agent would say, if you don't do this movie, Schwarzenegger is going to do it, or this actor is going to do it, and they work on your ego.
Yeah.
So, and you go, yes, and you go, oh. And then after you see the movie, you go, oh my God. And all your competition's laughing at you like, fool, you should have said no.
So that's a story that people know because they've seen everything you've done, and we know your story,
Right.
what we think we know. But everybody has a version of that. And I know Mexicans in particular, we're really, really not good at saying no. We say, I'll be right there, ahorita, right now in a moment.
Really?
Right, yeah, but we're just leaving. You know, we're not good.
I understand that. I mean, Mexicans are very nice. They're charming. They don't want to make problems, I guess. So usually if you say, oh, yes, I'll help you, they're being very generous with their time. But sometimes they can be, let's put it this way, led down the wrong path. They can regret their decisions by, why did I say no? I didn't want to do it. Okay.
And doing this campaign, because I know at this point, obviously because of all we talked about, but obviously because of your career, you get to choose exactly what you do. So what is it about this campaign with Tecate that made you say, I won't say no?
Well, first of all, this is a very, very, not sophisticated, definitely, but it's a very creative and wonderful product. It really is. It's a product that reaches people. It's not something that's elitist and for special and so expensive that, it's beyond your reach, like, like giant diamond ring or a big car. It's something that you take into your body. It makes you feel good, and it brings people together. This product is for people that like other people, and they celebrate and they share experiences while they're having this beer.
Right. And I think it's also brave to know when to take that time off and be with your people. This is kind of the story, right, that we're telling here.
Yeah, it is. This is a story about, sometimes people are in a situation where they're not very, very happy, and they don't know how to get out of it, and they're sort of caught up in their own mistakes. So they're in a situation like, how can I remove myself from this choice that I made? And we see someone having dinner, they don't feel like being there, or a woman that's at a dance, she feels lonely, and she feels out of place, doesn't want to be there. So there's a giant magical eagle that picks them up and brings people together who feel like they don't belong. But when they're together and they have Tecate, they're now part of a kind of it's almost like a brotherhood, a fraternity, a club, if you want to call it, where they all feel as though, we found one another, we found friendship.
And you are, even though you don't know all of us, but we all know you, so you're an experience, a good one, that we all have in common. So this is part of the story, right? You're the friend that's swooping us off?
Yes, I am the friend that's swooping along. Well, I think it's one of the more noble things, is when you can be very, very successful and really not happy in your life. And you find yourself, really sometimes too late, you wish you had gone out and participated in helping others and share your experience, and you feel quite important doing that. You feel like you've done something that is not just about money, but it fills the soul. And that's really important as you get older and realize, yes, it hasn't been all about me, it's more about we.
And there's a big we around you because, and in a way, you're a man, but you're also, you're also something we all know. So you're a brand, and a lot of people
right.
Live around that brand. How do you separate it? And
you really can't separate it. You have to be respectful of it. For example, it still astounds me that
point in our lives.
Right.
We've all done the stairs, and we have the music in our ears or in our head.
Yes.
Do you ever stop to think how much that means?
Oh my God, all the time. Matter of fact, I'm writing a book now called The Stairs.
Oh,
Isn't that funny?
That's amazing.
Yeah, because it's metaphorical. The stairs were all about, our life is just one big staircase.
Yes.
It's just an ascent to something. And I thought maybe I'll try to put that down in the words. But yes, it is something that occupies my mind a lot lately, because I never really reflected on it. You go through your life, and before you know it, your life is over. So now I'm trying to think back, why did all this happen? What caused it? And a lot of the reason is I said no.
And
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
It's a perfect circle, right?
Exactly.
I do want to know what your reaction was when the people from Tecate told you, we want you to get up on a giant eagle and fly away. With the writer Birdman, by the way. He's amazing. So.
Well, I thought they meant I was a bird brain and put me up there. No,
I don't think so.
I thought it was, first I went, oh my God, really? Then I thought, this is really creative. This is fantastic, because it's visually telling a story. It's like listening to a great fairy tale. It's something that you can watch and understand because of the visual. It's very poetic. It's extremely creative, and they've spent literally, people should know, like almost a year doing this. This is almost like a movie.
Yeah.
A small movie.
I mean, I've been in a lot of sets, obviously not as many as you, but...
Movies, big things, and this is the same kind of situation. It's very expensive, very creative, and takes a lot of planning. Believe me, this is a lot harder than films I've done. But yeah, this is, I consider this is not a commercial. This is a mini movie. This is actually somewhat poetic. This is beautiful.
The best commercials ever are stories that stay with us with our lives.
Yeah, they don't hit you in the face with it, but they give you symbolic references and visuals. You go, this is very thoughtful. These people went out of the way to make something beautiful for their customers.
And it is, what I've seen is going to be amazing.
I know.
So when this is all over, because this is an amazing crew and an amazing group, maybe everybody can get together and have a beer and have a Tecate?
Listen, if this doesn't make you feel good and want to be with your friends, nothing else will. This is a wonderful, symbolic reaching out, a bonding of friendship. This is something that will bring people together and I think put a smile on their face too.
Así que ahí lo tienen. Sylvester Stallone tiene muy claro lo que hace y por qué lo hace, pero también se sabe relajar y gozar. Y francamente, pues ser parte de la experiencia es algo que queríamos compartir con ustedes. Muchísimas gracias. Soy Susana Moscatel y nos vemos aquí en M2.